everyone, my name is Abhisha Parikh. I'm an immigration attorney based in Iselin, New Jersey. I wanted to just jump on here really quick to discuss an update about the recent ICE raids that were supposed to start taking place on Sunday, and if these raids affect you, what are your rights in the situation? So recently after word got out that ICE plans to conduct a widespread raid across the U.S. on Sunday, ICE agents actually appear to be scaling back on their plans now. The enforcement agency is attempting a quieter but just as damaging approach to targeting immigrant families. Previously, reportedly, they were targeting approximately 2,000 people in these raids. However, they have come nowhere close to this original number as of Tuesday today. Only a handful of arrests have reportedly taken place in a few cities across the country on Sunday. And it's really unclear whether these arrests are related to the specific operation that ICE was planning over the weekend. The agency's last-minute change of plans occurred after advocates, news reports, and elected officials raised the alarm about the raids and how those targeted could protect themselves. So, who is being targeted in these raids, if you haven't heard about them? Primarily, it's aimed at Central American families who have already been ordered removed. Most of the parents and children are recent arrivals to the U.S. who came during the uptick of the people fleeing from dangerous conditions in Central America. Many people were ordered removed for failing to appear in court. However, advocates caution that many families likely did not receive adequate notice of their hearing and may have been ordered removed without ever knowing they were supposed to even appear in court. The Trump administration has reportedly tried to deter Central American asylum seekers from migrating to the U.S. with very limited success. So these mass raids are just part of a new effort to control the number of asylum seekers from that area. So what cities are being affected? So the raids are reportedly being taken place in Atlanta, Baltimore, Chicago, Denver, Houston, Los Angeles, Miami, New York, and San Francisco. New Orleans is also on the list, but enforcement operations were suspended at least through the weekend as the city was preparing for a tropical storm. Multiple cities that I just listed have also been taking action to protect their immigrant communities. Several city officials have announced that their local police force will not cooperate with ICE during the raids, and other cities are setting up legal defense funds for those caught up in the enforcement operations. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to the next topic I wanted to discuss. If you think that these raids will affect you and your family or your loved ones, what are your rights in the situation? So first things first, if ICE does show up to your door, don't open the door. Like police, ICE can't enter your home without a warrant signed by a judge. And most often than not, ICE typically doesn't have an official judicial warrant, and therefore you're not legally obligated to open the door for them. Number two, if you are taken in, ask to speak to a lawyer. A good immigration lawyer can help a client guide through the complicated and often confusing system of the immigration law. If you can't afford a lawyer, there are tons of pro bono services that are being offered to immigrants, especially in the major cities where the raids are taking place. So find one in your area and discuss your status with them, not with law enforcement. If you're at risk, I would say speak to an attorney beforehand, before you are in a situation where a raid takes place and you are taken in. Once you're taken in, you do have the right to remain silent and let the ICE officer know that you wish to do so. You don't have to tell them anything. You don't have to give up information about other immigrants that you know of and where they live and their information. What you say to the ICE officers can be used against you in immigration court or a deportation proceeding. So always be cautious about what you say to ICE or any law enforcement agent, and ask to speak to your lawyer before any communication ever takes place between you and the ICE officer. Fourth, do not sign anything. Unless, again, you've been guided by a lawyer, advised by a lawyer to do so, you should not sign any documents that ICE asks you to. Signing a document provided by ICE essentially means that you can sign your own deportation order. Other small things, don't lie or provide false documents for example, fake I-94, fake passports. They will just get you into more trouble with the law. Don't flee and don't resist the arrest. Like I mentioned, even if you are taken in, you do have rights, for example, to a lawyer. You also have rights to an interpreter if you need one. So that's all for today. I hope you found this video informative and helpful. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. I'm going to try to post more frequent updates about the recent immigration changes, as well as my regular videos about immigration basics. Thank you.